Hello, folks. Good morning. Welcome to Business Spotlight. Today, I'm joined by my fantastic friend and colleague, Tim Lee from CollaborateMK. Tim, it's great to see you and welcome to Business Spotlight.
Great to see you, Mark. Thank you very much.
It's great to see you. Thanks for joining. Look, you run a fantastic organization and you're really well connected in the local area. And your growth success has been brilliant. Look, the boot's on the other foot today because normally it's you doing the interviewing. So...
It is so strange, I must admit,
yeah. So look, for folks that don't know you, I know you're incredibly well connected and you're very well known, but look, why don't you just tell us very quickly, what is CollaborateMK? What's it all about?
Yeah. Well, basically, we're a very large networking community, and we launched right smack in the middle of lockdown, as you do. And what I was seeing on our within the business community is a lot more support during lockdown than I'd noticed before in general networking all around Milton Keynes and surrounding areas. And I was in a great role as business development manager in a local business newspaper, and I thought, you know what, I think I can turn this into a business. I always had a desire to run my own business, and I thought, let's see what we can do. How can we expand this? And so I formed a business called CollaborateMK, and we are expanding quite nicely, which we'll get to.
It's a big organization. Now you've got a lot of members and you're very well known and respected. So tell me, look, before we dive in, tell me, Tim, what makes CollaborateMK unique?
I think it's what I really noticed was that the supportive nature of the group, and that's spread across the whole group now, and I'm seeing it all of the time. So it's not so much going to a networking event thinking, right, who can I see, who's got the budget, who can I sell to. I really encourage, and this is nothing new, but I just emphasize that little bit extra, say, what can I do to help you? And that's where I do feel we do leap out. But I'm not in competition with anybody at all, because I respect every membership group that's around the home counties and so on, because everybody has to be unique. But what I wasn't going to do is start to do have a networking community that was the same as something else. So I had to make it a little bit different. So I went with more sort of low payment options and having a huge group. So everybody's got an audience and everybody's going to meet new people at every event, whether it's 30 people or 100 people at an event. There's always new faces, which is great for everybody. So
love that.
I think it's the supportive nature. Yeah.
Brilliant. So if that's what makes you unique, what problem do you solve for business owners then?
Well, it is what we have. We are now 222 members as we stand, and every business owner is going to have that. Who can I contact to help support my business? They may want to change their accountant. They may want to freshen up their website. They may want to change completely one of their suppliers and so on. And I feel, it's not a case of just waiting to see them at the next event. Pop it in the WhatsApp group, or we have another one, Signal private messenger service, which is designed for recommendations or referrals, and you'll have answers within seconds. It is just like Google. We do joke about it that it's you're going to get a quicker response than Google. So it's there and it's local, and someone knows someone. But I really encourage recommendations to come through from people that have actually used that person. That is absolutely vital to me as well. It's not a case of tick box. Yeah, I do. Yeah. So I think that's very important. It's got to be based on someone that's used that service and so on. So I do feel that the speed.
So speed's important. It's so easy for business owners, and I see it all the time with the clients that I work with. The business owners often tend to hide behind the camera or behind the screen or behind the computer, right? But actually, people buy from people, and you've got to get out and get face to face with people, and that's what you're really engaged with, right?
100%. As I say to so many people, they've started, they come along to the events for a little while, then suddenly stop. And and I give it a month or so, and I think then that little alarm bell rings. Well, where have you gone? I need to know what if something's happened at the event. You never know. But if I message them or have a conversation with them, they say, I've just got really, really busy. I do have a conversation that says, be careful. Don't go invisible, because if you disappear for 3 months, you've got to start again. And there goes another 3 months. That contract will always come to an end at some point. But equally, there's no pressure on anybody. It's just, I always like to know, just to be on the safe side. So
the growth's been rapid, Tim, over the last 3
Yeah.
years. Let's look a little
Yes.
bit further ahead. You know, Stephen Covey said, "Start with the end in mind," right? So,
Yeah.
where do you expect? What are your plans for Collaborate MK? Where do you expect to be 5 years from now?
Well, the aim will be to potentially franchise areas because we've got events now in Olney Rugby Club. We're at University of Buckingham, and we're launching at Leighton Town Football Club as well. So if I'm in a position where someone with the same values as myself
Mm.
is ready to sort of take over that and grow the attendances at those particular events, then I'd certainly look at a franchising operation or a licensing operation of some kind.
Yeah,
So I could be at
fantastic.
the hub of things, doing the marketing, and someone else doing the presenting. But me being me, I love doing the presenting. But
Yeah,
with 9 events now a month, I have to be quite careful. So I won't be expanding any further in the next 2 years. It's very much what you see is what you've got, and from that side of things. But I've just got to sort of, what's the expression? Sort of work smarter potentially. So
love it.
that's
Love it.
something I look at. But it's got to be the right person.
So, looking for some leverage to grow. So, what are the challenges, Tim? What are the challenges that lay ahead?
I would say, you never know. Virtual events might start to sort of dip a little bit. So, but
Okay.
again, it's the challenge for me would be, well, what do I replace it with?
Mm.
But at the moment, my virtual events on a Tuesday morning during lockdown, we're talking 80, 90, 100 people. We know
Mm.
that's not going to come back.
Mm.
Still quite a steady 40, but doesn't alter the fact that things do change. So I'll always be flexible with making that change. Never change for change's sake.
Mm.
Um, and really, there's not a huge amount. It's really a case of me. The biggest challenge I do have is time because we're a
Okay.
small business. It's me and my daughter Katie, Mondays and Thursdays, who
Mhm.
is absolutely terrific. I'm not saying that just because she's my daughter. The fact is, I now have that support.
Mhm.
So we're keeping on top of things completely across the board when it comes to event planning, getting everything into place so we can rock up to an event, everything ready and ready to roll. So that's like a well-oiled machine. So having that support is marvelous because that takes a lot of time.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a big step for us in recent months.
Brilliant, brilliant. So, Tim, as a business owner, you made the leap. What have been
Yeah,
your Look, we all go on this journey, right? All of my clients do. Everybody we work with, your clients do as well. It's all a
yeah.
learning adventure, right? So, so what have you been your biggest learnings as a business owner?
Oh wow, it's starting from scratch and taking advice. And when I first launched it, I do know a huge amount of people, so advice was coming at me left, right, and centre, which I was so grateful of. But you got to sort of channel that mind
Mm.
and get all those plans into place and treat with absolute priority. Treat with absolute priority of what to do first. Very
Mm.
difficult in the early stages because you're thinking accountancy, you're thinking cash flow, you're thinking,
Yeah,
oh my word, I've got events next week, and so
mm,
on. So it really is. They're the biggest sort of challenges. Probably time management, and that's
yeah,
not in a. It's just really keeping it all enclosed into Monday to Friday. That's probably my
mm.
biggest challenge at the moment.
Yeah. Not getting
Everything's so
overwhelmed.
got to
Not
be
getting over.
careful.
Yeah, not getting overwhelmed. Not working silly hours. Doing the things, prioritizing, putting first things first.
Totally, and it's not easy because I absolutely love what I do, and I get drawn to my desk because I know something he's doing. And that quiet time on a Saturday morning, that's the time
Mm.
to update the website. That's the time to be checking the newsletters and so on and so forth. You need that
Fantastic.
downtime, but yeah, it's a tricky one. But the passion's there, and I love every second of it. But it's just
Great. Well,
scale it
let's
down.
dive into the passion then, Tim. What inspires you?
Very much the conversations and it's seeing within the group collaborations that have formed since day
Right.
one. You know, that is immense. People that I've not met, because I've only been networking for 8 years in Milton Keynes, and I know a lot of people, and we all meet at events, and we all know each other well. But there's so many people have met since the form Collaborate MK, haven't met before, all
Mm.
quite well known locally, and then they're working together. And I always like to know, not in so many words, but it's lovely to see when right and a message goes into a WhatsApp group, just to let you know we've been working together the last 6 weeks and we're launching this product between us. That type of thing. That gives me immense satisfaction because if it wasn't around, that wouldn't happen. Because
Yeah.
we are a 24/7 networking community. That's the best way
Mm.
to describe it. It's not
Mm.
just event. Even if it had weekly events, you still got that gap in between. This is continual. It literally never stops. And you've seen the WhatsApp group. It's wild. It's not wild,
Fantastic.
it's engaging, let's say.
So tell me, look, there's a lot going on. There's a lot happening. I know you're kind of slowly kind of spreading. So what's the hot news in Collaborate MK right now?
Well, as we stand, we've got we'll forgot words out. We are launching in Willand Hospice. Our breakfast and brunches are now at Willand Hospice Cafe. We were treated so well at the Caldecott Pub and Grill. Absolutely wonderful. Really pleased. We had sort of 25 to 30 to our breakfast, 15 to our brunches. But it was time for change. And Willand Hospice have just had this lovely new cafe built, backing onto Willand Lake, just as lovely as Caldecott Lake. And what we do, we have a breakfast event. Then anybody wants to come and do the walk around Willand North Lake from the breakfast, they meet the arriving brunches, and then we have a brunch event there. So it's very much the brunch is designed very much for the school runners, as I call them, and where that time of day suits. So I like to make events that suit everybody. So yeah, we launch at Willand Hospice Cafe 4th of May. So really pleased with that.
Fantastic.
So
Very cool.
Sort of, yeah, cool.
Very cool. There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
look,
there is.
Tim, I know you know a lot of people, but some people won't know you. So how can people get in contact with you, Tim, and get involved?
Yeah, I think first of all, I'm quite active on LinkedIn, so there's always a LinkedIn post there. So connect with me on LinkedIn first of all. Have a look at my website. That takes everybody through, takes you through all the different packages, and you don't have to join as a member. Anybody can come along on an ad hoc basis. You get those extras within the membership, naturally, the WhatsApp group, the Signal group, and our LinkedIn members group. So it's a great way of communicating on that 24/7 basis I mentioned before. But you don't have to be. You don't have to be a member. Anybody can come along to the event. So have a look at my website for full details. But LinkedIn primarily is your best bet. Zap me a LinkedIn message, and I'll get back to you sort of ASAP and come. And the first events are free of charge, simple as that. So,
Fantastic.
So to come and sort of have a taster of what we're all about. So
brilliant. And the website, I can see it on the roller banner behind you, is collaboratemk.co.uk, right?
That's it. That's the one.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Tim, it's been absolutely brilliant to see you. Thank you so much for taking part.
Not at all. Great to see you, Mark. Thank you very much.
Great to see you too. Thanks, Tim.
Cheers.
Hey, folks, look, if you enjoyed that and you want to get involved in Business Spotlight, we'd love to see you. Just comment apply below, and we'll set up a call. We'll do a little short interview to make sure that you're a great fit for Business Spotlight, and then we'll get you on. So get in contact. You can find me through my website, which is miltonkeynes.actioncoach.co.uk. You can book a slot in my diary, and I'd love to see you there. Until next time, thanks for joining, and we'll speak soon. Bye for now.